And we are live. We are going live. I wonder why it says you're going live. That's like a fisheye lens. I wonder if I can change the lens. Well, I don't think I'll worry about that right now, will I? Why mess around with it now? That's what I say. No. No. We're not going to change anything. We just stick with what it is. And Lee, you say, the one person watching, you're too scared to type and say hello. Oh, the 12 people watching. I hope you're having a good day. Well, my day is 3:40 in the afternoon. I am drinking. I don't get all that stuff like Jay Cutler and Guy Sistanino and what do they drink? Fucking Celsius and shit like that. I'm just a nobody who doesn't get sponsors like that, so I'm drinking Bilson Grape Blueberry Vodka. Now, they can drink their Celsius and talk about, oh, this is the greatest flavor ever, Jay Cutler and them, and I'm not sure what Guy Sistanino drinks, but I just go down to my local bottle shop and I say, grape bubblegum, that sounds nice. I don't really like vodka, but the flavor sounds good. And I'm not sponsored by any of these companies, but we shall have a sip. Actually, considering I don't like alcohol, you can barely taste it because it's only 3.5%, so it's barely nothing. It's perfectly sparkling, it says, and it's something distilled fake grape bubblegum. Look at that. The light's a bit bright to pick up on it, but grape bubblegum. Cheers. Celsius and all them other companies, well, thanks for not getting to me. Hey, the hard solo in the black tin, because I love solo, I'm a solo man, I do enjoy the hard solo because you can't really taste the vodka in that either, can you? So, I'm an endomorph. Dave, I don't even know what that fucking means. Lee, I'm an endomorph. How do I grow my biceps? Well, Dave, as you're listening to me, as I'm drinking vodka, my advice would be to train your fucking biceps. You wanted an answer? That's it. But Lee, how do I train them? Well, Dave, I would probably do barbell curl, dumbbell curl, preacher curl, cable curls, even hammer curls. Fucking knock yourself out. That's what's worked for the last 100 of years, that people have gone to the gym and trained biceps. So although you're an endomorph or whatever the fuck you said you were, I like to just say human, you fucking go to the gym and you train them. Oh, how many reps do I do? I don't fucking know. Try 6 to 8. Fucking knock yourself out. Try 12 to 15. Do a drop set. What the fuck? How do I know? Fucking just train them. You're all looking for this secret. But then again, maybe you just have shit genetics and you're going to have shit arms for the rest of your fucking life. Newsflash, people, just because you go to the gym and you lift weights and you fucking train doesn't mean you're going to build muscle. No matter how many steroids you take, no matter how many cocks you suck for testosterone or whatever, you're just not going to build muscle. So keep going to the gym. It's good for your health. Stay cardio fit, but you'll be fucking skinny. You're welcome. I hope that helped your question, Mr. Endomorph. Yeah, that's bullshit, isn't it? I just didn't play the game. I just, I wasn't a politician Or like, you know, I wasn't like, Lee, you should be more bite your tongue. Fuck off. If someone asks me a question, I'm going to answer it. If I see the athlete's treating bad, I'm going to say something. I'm not like the other athletes that would be backstage, and what would they do? Fuck the IFBB, fuck this, I hate that. And then as soon as the officials come backstage, oh, how are you going? Is everything okay? Yes, everything is fine. Any problems back here? No, it's wonderful. Thank you very much. Fucking ass kisses. Maybe if you all fucking stood your ground, prize money and things would have changed fucking 20 years ago. Fucking hell. Unbelievable. I like Gregg's last video, and I do agree with what Gregg said. Go check it out on his YouTube channel about Dave, when Gregg said he was on that show talking about Arnold, remember, on Vice TV. And Dave's like, yeah, come on, Gregg. Who watches fucking TV anymore? Nobody watches TV. Like, he totally blew fucking Gregg off on this documentary about Arnold that a lot of people would like to see. Who watches TV? Who watches TV? But then, Cliff, you're a truck driver, and no gym by me. Well, Cliff, if you're driving trucks, you probably pass a lot of gyms. Get one of those memberships to a gym that wherever you go, there's a fucking gym. Yeah, so Dave is like, no one watches TV, no, but then, Mr. Dave Palumbo, I can't help if the mic's got feedback. I'm no fucking expert, okay? Turn your fucking volume down, lip read, or fucking just enjoy looking at me talking, okay? I can't help feedback. I don't know what to do. I can see the mic down here. Let me click on it. I can mute it. Now I'll click back on it. Now, if I go fiddling around with this shit, there's probably a mic volume button somewhere, okay? But you know what happens? If I go fuck with that, I'll probably fuck up the whole thing, and then you'll be complaining, oh, we can't fucking hear you now. Now we fucking really fucked that up. As I was saying before you said the mic feedback, and sometimes if it gets static, I don't know how to fix this fisheye thing either yet. So, look, I'm new to this shit. Just appreciate I'm sitting in a fucking hot room talking to you, okay? We never had this back in the fucking day. But back to the Dave story and Gregg. No one watches TV, blah, 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 blah. But then what happened? You ask. Okay, I'll tell you what happened. Oh, look, there's a little fucking... I'm not grumpy today. This is just me talking normal. Mike. So, this is what happened. Dave then done 2 shows, and then he did a show talking to Chris Aceto about it. About, guess what? Jay Cutler on Shark Tank. You have to watch Shark Tank. Jay's on Shark Tank with his pet butter, the peanut butter for animals, for the dogs. Will he get a deal or not? Will he not get a deal? Can you believe that? Gregg, his boy, that's been with him from the beginning on RX. This is not a put down on Dave or anything. But Gregg was saying how he's on this show talking about Arnold. And what did Dave say? No one watches TV, blah, blah, blah. No one's interested. But fucking Jay Cutler's on fucking Shark Tank. And Dave actually literally did a show about it and then talked to Chris about it for fucking 20 minutes. Unfucking believable. I think Gregg, myself, and Jimmy and Mr. G should just come on here and do our own shows. Yeah. We'll go out on our own. RX Rejects. We'll just start some new name. Who would like to watch a show of Mr. G, Gregg, myself, and Jimmy? Just shooting the shit, being ourselves, not talking about anything not making stupid fucking predictions on who's going to do well at the Arnold or the Olympia. Or we can fucking do that, but we'll fucking do it in a fucking funny way, not so serious. Well, I think he could, but, I think he needs to have more muscle maturity yet. And then such and such. Oh, fuck, we hear it every time, these predictions. Who gives a fuck? So Greg, myself, Mr. G, and fucking Jimmy, oh my god, that would be a good show. We could do it all over here. And I got the vaccine back in the day because I had to travel. But you know what? Here's the good news about that. Even though I got the vaccine, like when it first came out, because I had to travel, I get my heart done every year. And the good news was, my last heart test, they're due again in May. I get them done every 12 months, the stress test and that. When they looked at my heart test, my doctor said, your heart's actually improved. So I'm probably one of the lucky ones. Touch wood. Yeah. That's why I think we should start our own, shouldn't we? Because really, if you just had I'm starting a coup, yeah. Anarchy. It's like, if you just had to watch RX with Dave, Ask Dave, and even the Iron Rage now is called the Dave Palumbo Show. If you just had to watch Dave and John, and then after hours, if you just had to watch Dave and John, Armin, Armon, and Larry, would you really watch it? I am Homelander. I got the suit over there. I should have fucking put it on for you guys. I should have put my Homelander suit on. I would have sweated my ass off in it, but I could have sat here dressed as Homelander. Remind me tomorrow when I come on. See, the camera can't move too fast. I'll yes, Toronto muscle. Lee. Yeah, we should do that. Start a coup. The misfits have been misplaced. We'll call it the Misplaced Show. That's what we should do. I know, that's the thing too. I think at the end of each show, ads are being inserted. Oh, that's weird, isn't it? I do these lives and I get ads inserted. It's funny how I'm making money. This first month, I think it says I'm estimated to make like $400 just with the small amount of followers and ads I've got. Imagine all the money I've been missing over the years, over 10, 15 years of doing other podcasts where they get hundreds of thousands of views on the videos. Some have millions. I don't want to think about it. Oh, yeah, I should get the lid on. How's the safe? The happy show. Good. I was just out there playing with them. I just put up a video on Instagram. Now, don't forget, you got to follow my Instagram, people. Well, I hope you all do. This is how much attention I pay to my fucking self, even. That nature's mental on Instagram. I like it, but it's sad. It's an iceberg here also. That's the ice surge crashing into the land. Look at that. Look at that ice cube. It's like the ice shelf crashing into land. Look at this dickhead. Oh, that's me now in the backyard with the stuffies. It's like me looking at me. But what I was saying is, that's what it is. If you want to follow me, it's Lee Priest Official 72. You know, they deleted my original account, but I'm getting back up there. I'm back to 612,000 followers. It's taken me almost a year and a bit to get back there. I was at 1 million, and they just deleted my account. There it is there. So go follow. How the fuck did I get to that again? There it is there. Official Lee Priest 72. It's very blurry, I know. No, Lee Priest Official 72. All one word. Hope you all follow. And then make sure you comment and follow on my videos on here. No matter what you fucking write. But that Nature's Mental one is pretty sad because you see fucking people or like sharks and killer whales going after animals and they eat them. But I know it's part of nature and shit happens. Oh, Guy Sistanino. Let me call Guy Sistanino for a minute and see if he actually answers. Should we take bets if he answers or not? Because he said he was going to call me back like so long ago. So long ago. And now he can see it's me calling. And he's just not answering. That's like 5 days ago. He's like, bro, I'll call you back in 5. Maybe he meant 5 months. Yeah. I like if you call them on WhatsApp and then they hit the ignore button, it tells you that they hit the ignore button. What time is it back east even for him? Of course he doesn't look at my messages on Guy Sistanina. 2:54, so an hour ago he liked that message. It's 11:55. I think maybe the Twinkle Toes went to bed. I don't really have anybody else we can call. Lee, did you say you'll be at the Arnold with your new sponsor? No, at the moment, no. Just the Arnold in Ohio. Hey, Greg, there you are. I was just telling them about your video. I told them to go and watch. Oh, thank you, Joe. Hey, if you want to go live on Gregg's now, or I think you only have one person on. Maybe Joe, if you want to go live now and get Greg and I on your podcast now on a stream, we can do it if you want. It doesn't matter if it's fucking midnight, Greg. You don't go to bed to 2 fucking a.m. after I've been giving you praise about how Dave shot you down for being on TV. But he fucking blew fucking jizz up Jay's ass. Shark Tank. Oh, Jay's peanut butter. Jay's pet butter. Make sure to watch it to see if he gets a deal. What's Greg get? Nobody watches fucking TV anymore, Greg. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. So, oh, you're heading to bed too. Oh, you are all fucking pathetic. Well, maybe tomorrow we'll set it up. If you're free tomorrow and you can afford some time for Lee down under, maybe Greg and Jersey Joe and I will go on and shoot the shit tomorrow. Going to bed. It's not like you're going to fucking die. Look, it's Tuesday here. The world's not going to fucking end. Stay alive and I fucking appreciate it. Yeah, but Dave's saying nobody watches TV anymore. Oh, and this is a good shirt too. It's hard to read, but it says Wounded Heroes Australia. It's like helps the wounded heroes in the army or military or anything like that. Yes, Paul Dillett just finished doing part of my new documentary that's being made. They just finished interviewing the last person for it. So hopefully the documentary will be out this year. Oh, and plus I'll be at the Arnold Classic. And then I did get a message. There's some fitness expo. Yeah, hold on. I'm doing a fitness expo in Tennessee in June for S-Force watchers. I'll be there for S-Force watchers.
Hey,
there's Greg there.
Can you see me, Lee?
I see you now.
I'm driving in the car.
You're in the car. Look, people, there's Greg in the car. Look.
Wait, leave the light on. They can't see me.
There it is. There he is. Look.
I'm driving. Oh, she's going to hold the phone. I'm driving to the gym. People don't believe I train late at night. It's midnight here and I'm going to the gym.
And I bet you even at midnight, Greg, there's always that one fucking wanker in there, no matter what time you go.
Oh God, Lee, son of a bitch, there's one guy in the gym.
Yeah.
And he'll be on I clean the machines with the spray before I get up. Like I go in there and at first I set it all up, and then look on every machine I want to get on. Kills me. You know, I'm gonna do chest and legs, right?
Oh, chest and legs. That's a mixture. That's like a bro split, man. That's a bro split.
You know what it is? Yeah, I fucking, it's when I need to like be left alone. I can't ever.
People said Gregg unmasked. Gregg's not wearing his glasses right now. That's right, because
yeah, you see, look,
there he is. Look, there he is. People, look, there he is. Look. That's how he looks driving. That's the look. See how he looks there? That's the look the police get when they pull him over and look in the fucking window.
That's the truth, too.
I was just giving him the rundown on how Dave Rubbish Juice said no one watches TV, but yet he blew fucking jizz up Jay's ass over fucking peanut fucking butter, telling everyone to watch Shark Tank. Poor Gregg's documentary got nobody watches TV, Gregg.
And you know what's funny? About 6 weeks ago, when I told him I did the show, he said to me, how did they pick you? I was like, why you? How did you get that? And I'm, oh shit, I was like a little flabbergasted about that.
I know.
You know what really what really pisses me off, Lee?
Tell us, Gregg, what really gets in your gall?
Our boy, right?
Yeah.
You know that he's been first of all, he's been a loyal fan of the show of RX Muscle.
I'm showing. I just want to turn this light on. I'm showing you the people, Gregg. See, look, we're live. We're all live on YouTube together.
Okay. Oh shit. Oh, you see me there? What is that? Oh, I don't know what she's doing. Anyway, so Joe Zapata is like, when the hurricane hit, right?
Yeah.
Joe donated a chunk of money to Dave. Like, here's some money. I know you got a hurricane coming. Then when Dave got cancer and the what do you call that shit? The fucking thyroid cancer. When Dave got the thyroid cancer, Joe donated money to him again, right?
Yeah.
Joe's been, Joe donates money towards the shows and everything like that. Supports. He gave Dave money for supplements. He buys supplements from. Do you know that he asked Dave to be on the show, right?
Yeah.
Show to help him out, on his channel. And Dave goes, I can't do that until you start getting more followers. You don't have enough followers for me to be on there. I only go on if there's a lot of followers. Meanwhile, you and I have been on the show, right? This is our boy. He's been supporting Dave forever.
I know.
Fuck that. Dave, if you can't do that shit, I'm going to blast him with that. He already knows I said it before. I said, we're gonna discuss this.
Joe, out of the kindness of his heart too, sends super chats and money for no reason too. He's the only one. He's the only one that's actually sent money that we know we can actually get.
100%.
But Joe, people, you got to follow Joe and his brother George, the Zapata brothers, on their YouTube channel, because they're the real deal. And actually, they do some great interviews with boxers and ex-mobsters and stuff like that. They get some really good shit. It's not just all how many fucking peptides you're taking and train and fucking bodybuilding, fucking bullshit, and fucking Larry snoring and fucking crying and Armand fucking praising fucking Lord Jesus and fucking hell.
You're right, and he's got a phenomenal heart. But I mean, you don't need somebody. You want to help Joe. You help him out now.
Exactly.
Building it back, right?
Yeah.
When he's got 100,000 followers, he don't need you. He needs you now.
Yeah. And that's why. And I'm sure you've done it too. I'm sure you've had people who have probably just started the channel and they reach out and go, "Hey Lee, I've just started the channel. Would you like to come on?" And I go on and we shoot the shit and they say thank you very much. And you help people out. You help get the ball rolling. You don't just go on when you go, wait a minute, let me see how many followers you got. But everyone on he's commenting saying, Lee, Gregg, and Jimmy, and Mr. G are going to form we're going to start a coup. We're starting the coup. We're going to be like fucking.
Well, I already said to you, like Lee could do the confession show on his channel too. And he could do it on our, on our Insta. He can't do it on both.
No.
I mean, that would be stupid.
No.
That confession show brings him a lot of scuttle.
Oh, yeah.
You broke a good idea today, Lee. People don't know. Lee and I talked for about an hour and a half before on the phone. But Lee, you had a great idea.
Just don't tell him we talked for an hour and a half while I was training. Listen, people on YouTube, don't have your fucking phones in the gym, okay? It's okay for us retired, injured people who aren't training, but if you're serious, don't talk on your fucking phone while you're training, okay?
Yeah, but you were doing sets and shit. You weren't sitting there like scrolling and shit.
I know. I just thought you'd like to hear me breathe heavy. That's why I was doing it.
I did like to see. Oh shit, there's jump right here. Lucia, look at that chandelier. So listen, Lee brought up a great idea. I like the idea because people are constantly sending in tips, but they're not sending in tips for Dave. They don't say, Dave, here's for you, or whatever. This is for Lee. This is for Joe. This is for Greg. This is for whoever, right? And Lee said he should actually take a tab. Okay, write it down. Like, okay, wait, the tip $7.99 just came in for Lee. $5 just came in for
Well, the thing is, when I go, I'm sure your girlfriend there knows too, because you have the YouTube app, but then you have the YouTube app, which is the YouTube Studio app. And when you go to the bottom, it says analytics, it says comments, it says the money that's come in, and you can click on, projected money from ads, and then it says super chats, and it actually says the person's name and what the money's for. It all fucking lights up there, so I can go through the list and I can see who sent it and their comment with it. So if there's a comment saying for Greg and that, you can fucking see it. So don't play like you've been on YouTube. How long have you been on YouTube and played dumb and say, I never see that?
You're right. I didn't even
He'd be the first fucking Jew in history that didn't notice fucking money coming in. Come on. Come on.
That's right. No, but you're right, though. I didn't even know that you could do that. But you could tabulate it up and give it to the person. These guys are giving it. Like when they give it to you for the confession show, they think that you and Jimmy are getting that money. They don't realize it's not going to them.
Like the four main guys, don't worry about Armin and Armand, but like the stables, like you, Jimmy, Mr. G, and John, the four of you, at the end of the year, add it up. If it's like $2,000, split it up $500 each, like a Christmas bonus. That's all you got to do. Fuck.
Oh yeah, but see.
And then when you send it out too, he can send it out under sponsorship, so it's fucking tax deductible anyway.
No, you're right. I mean, I think that was a great idea what you said. Now, I didn't know that you could do that you could look at the bottom and see that.
Yeah, I'm sure Lucia knows that, because Lucia's got the YouTube Studio app, doesn't she?
Yeah, she does all
that. Yeah, well, when you go to the bottom, it says comments, and it says analytics, and it projects what your monthly thing might be, and then it will say super whatever, and when you click in that, it shows what people have actually sent themselves, and then it says how much you're making, like per ad view time and stuff like that. And I think mine projected for this month at the moment is like $433, and I barely have fuck all followers and haven't been doing it at all.
I know. I mean, but you're kicking ass, man. You're doing you're doing really good. I mean, you're not for nothing. I'm proud of you, bro.
I come on here and talk to the peeps. We've only got 39 peeps watching because I guess it's midnight. There's a lot of people asleep, but let's see what they're saying. Yeah, him saying he didn't know was bullshit. Dave has the balls to lie and insult your intelligence. Make a Greg and Lee show. Lee, how did you train around injuries like muscle strains? You train around them very carefully. Try pick exercises that don't aggravate the muscle that is sore. That's the best way you can do it. And somebody says, hi from Belgium. It's morning there. Well, hi, Belgium.
Hey, Belgium. There you go. But you know what's funny? People don't realize that we talk because we're friends. We don't really bodybuilding. Once in a blue moon, we'll bring up something like, hey, did you ever take trainer or something? But other than that, we don't really talk about bodybuilding.
No. Like if the topic comes up, we'll mention it. But we're like a variety show. We cover anything.
Yeah.
If we're like talking about Greg cooking part,
the more something we cover.
Yeah. It's like Greg could be saying, listen, I had a nice pasta dish, and all of a sudden he goes, oh, look, there's two flies. There's two flies walking up the wall. We'll start talking about the flies walking up the wall, see? We just fucking go with whatever's happening in the moment.
Exactly, but I think people like that because they relate.
It's real. Well, it's real, and we don't shy away from the bullshit politics that's going on in the world days. Like no one's interested in politics. Well, they are because politics affects the cost of living, food prices, gas prices. So, and look, yes, I love Trump, but when Trump gets in, there's still politicians pulling the strings. But he's the lesser of two evils. And the thing I like about Trump is he's for America, America first, and they say it makes him a racist. But you know what? We're allowed to discuss shit like that. So why not? It's just like fucking,
Well, it affects everybody's life, though.
Someone says, why doesn't Lee bring these things up with Dave? I do. I've mentioned it a few times. I've even told Dave that time when he was late. And I said, Dave, I'm late. And Dave said to me, you've got nothing else to do. I said, excuse me? Dave has had several messages from me saying, fuck off, I'm not doing the show anymore if that's what you think. So trust me, Dave and I have had discussions. Just because you don't fucking see him on here, we've had many discussions. It was like the other day I was meant to do the confessions and I said I can't make it, and then Tyler was like, oh, I can't believe it, we've got to keep it a certain time. And I thought he knew, but he didn't know. I said, look, I've got to go help my mother with my stepfather and the cancer. I said, if that's the way you're going to be, fuck the confession show, I'm not doing it anymore. And he's like, oh, I'm sorry, I didn't know about your stepdad. I said, oh, I'm sorry, I thought you did know. So when I said I had to go help my mum and you got mad, I'm thinking he's doing a fuck you to you. So I fucking flew off the handle.
Yeah, but you know what? You have every right to. First of all, you're not getting paid, so you're not obligated to do anything. If you don't feel like doing it because you don't feel like doing it or you fell asleep, that's your prerogative. You know what I mean? It's different if you're getting a paycheck or something.
Yeah. You got a signed contract that once a week you must do this show to get this money.
Right.
That's different. Yeah.
But he's late all the time, though. You know what I'm saying? He's late for. We're supposed to start the show at X time. John Romano breaks his balls about that all the time.
Well, for me it's hard too because I get up at 4, and sometimes I have a training partner that gets off work doing security at 6, and I'm like, okay, I got the podcast at 5 a.m. Could go a bit longer, so say 6:30. Now, come 5:30, Dave still hasn't started. I'm like, Dave, come on, I gotta go. What are you complaining about? You've got nothing better to do. I'm like, I've told my training partner I got to meet him at the fucking gym and this sort of shit and stuff like that. So it's like, I do have other shit to do, Dave. I'm sorry. And that's not. It's like, come on.
It's not right that he gets upset. It tells you, well, we got a schedule to keep and all that shit. Fuck that.
Exactly.
I mean, that's wrong. That's wrong. Nobody's obligated to do anything. We do this shit, because we're idiots. Because if we did it on our own channel, you imagine how much more you'd have.
The only thing we have to work out is we'll go on Joe Zapato's show because he can use StreamYard. We need to do a phone call where Joe can teach us how to do StreamYard on YouTube. That way we can have you, me, Jimmy, and Joe, or whoever, Mr. G, all of us on there like after hours. We just got to somehow learn how.
After hours. But George Zapata is the one who knows all that. He's like a genius with all that stuff. He shows Joe what to do. Joe needs to build up his following. That's why we need guys to go over there and join Joe, so that we can do that, because YouTube won't let him have. We only have that stupid split screen.
Yeah.
Like you and
I got to thank CK. CK right now just sent $7. Thank you. And he said, "Have you ever considered doing a training seminar around Australia?" I have, but the weird thing is, like Tony Doherty and promoters in Australia, I'm probably one of the best bodybuilders ever to come out of Australia. They don't use me. Tony Doherty's having a contest in Melbourne because I think I'm going to the expo with the meal prep company. Does Tony invite me? No. He brings over Chris Cormier and that new Neckzilla guy.
Oh, that's ridiculous. First of all, let's get one thing straight. You are the best bodybuilder to ever come out of Australia.
All right, well, Sonny Schmidt was pretty good. I like Sonny Schmidt.
No, I mean, he wasn't as good as you. I mean, come on. You're an icon. I mean, you're like, let's be realistic. I mean, you went way further than he did. And nothing of it, he's dead too. So it's like, but
Yeah, but that's the thing. These promoters that put on shows here. Thank you, Firing the Wind, for the $1.50. Thank you very much. Yeah, it's like I don't even get asked to go to these shows in Australia. It's like they're like, oh, I might get a phone call. Hey, Lee, if you want to go, you're more than welcome. It's not like, oh, we'll pay for your accommodation, we'll pay to fly you down.
Quick story for you, really fast. Yeah. And he was there, right? At a hotel. And then they had an after party, and the after party was where the pool is, and the food was all around where the pool, it was really nice. And he was walking, and he wasn't paying attention, and he walked and fell into the deep end of the pool. It was closed. He almost drowned because he didn't expect it. It was fucking. I remember he was really angry, but I couldn't stop fucking laughing. Oh my god!
Sonny Schmidt, I'll tell you a funny Schmidt story. Whenever he stood you on stage, he thought it was the funniest thing ever. Sorry, people, that I'm looking down at the phone at Greg and you're seeing the ugly profile of me. Oh, look, it just said here, ads inserted. Look, I'm getting fucking monetized just talking. But Sonny Schmidt, you'd be standing on stage like this, relaxed pose. You come back from posing, and Sonny Schmidt would always be like, he'd let out the worst fucking farts, and you couldn't fucking, and they stunk that fucking bad on stage. And you're trying not to breathe deep, and the fucking lingering smell of the fart was so fucking bad, and he'd be like,
You know what's funny? I heard that your ex, Adela, threw a fart during the fucking prejudging at Miss Olympia once, and it was so loud on stage, the whole fucking audience heard it.
She used to fart around the house and think it was funny.
Yeah. Yeah, and it's funny because she got that nice little ass too. You know, I know Adela. She's nice. You know, she's a good girl. I like Adela. She's always been very good to me.
She was always friends with She was friends with what's her name? She was friends with what's the name from back east? What's her name?
You mean Carlo? Philippone?
No, the girl back east. I think she was Puerto Rican too, or Spanish.
Oh, you're not talking about Alti Batista?
Yeah, Alti. Yeah, she was good friends with Alti. Yeah.
Yeah, that was Ronnie Coleman's ex-girlfriend. We used to go out with her all the time. Somebody wrote in Spanish. She's Dominican. Somebody wrote in Spanish. You were the best bodybuilder I've ever seen in years.
Oh, is that what Victor wrote? Is it?
Come on, Greg. Sonny Schmidt. Yeah, Sonny Schmidt was great. I like Sonny Schmidt. He was a good guy. But the thing is, I mean, you can't Lee Priest. I mean, come on. Let's be honest. I'm not saying it because he's my boy. I've been saying it for years. Come on, you know what I'm saying?
Come on, Johnny Deff said, when I was in the hospital, Greg, the bleeding funeral, and I was roaring with laughter uncontrollably.
Who said that?
Johnny Deff. I don't know what the bleeding funeral was. Or...
I don't know. Maybe it means when my throat was bleeding. Joe Parker. Yeah. Oh, he's talking about the funeral. Holy Christ.
Is that when you had the nosebleed? Is that when you had the nosebleed, wasn't it? You had the nosebleed at the funeral.
It was nosebleed. It was so bad. I didn't know I was bleeding. I was like crying and hugging him and kissing his face. He was like, "They got in my shoes." It was Lucia's like, "It got in my shoes." It was so bad that when I got up, his face looked like Terry. It was all blood like this. And the fucking people from the funeral home came over with Windex and was spraying his fucking face. And the mother's like, "Oh my God," you know, like horrified.
And they're probably thinking Greg Valentino just did lines of coke before he came to the funeral.
I was blessed in so much pre-workout back then. That's a long time ago.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, like my blood pressure must have been through the ceiling. And once I would get these nosebleeds, I couldn't stop them.
Oh, yeah.
And, you know, when you're crying and you get all, you know, it was hot. It was like fucking 100 degrees out. It was sweaty and shit. You know, and it was crazy.
I was training once before the 2006 Australian show. I was taking liquid D-Bol, and I said to my friend, how strong is it? He's like, I'm not sure. Just take this much. I was taking it for like a week before the show to be nice and full. I was getting nosebleeds. I went to the gym a day before the show. I'm doing preacher curl, and fucking blood started pissing out everywhere. I could just hold my head over the sink. It was running out. So the night before the contest, I had to go to the hospital, and they had to cauterize my fucking nose to stop it bleeding.
I had my nose cauterized after that too. It was bad. I couldn't have. I was a pallbearer, and I couldn't bring his coffin out to the kid because I was downstairs in the bathroom at the place, bleeding all over the place. Right to see it. It was bad, man. It was that was bad. I drenched him with blood. He looked like Terry laying in and his casket had it was white.
I think you should bring it up to Dave on that show.
I am bringing it up.
Because you're bringing it in, and it's bad.
No, listen. Hey, whoever said that about me talking about Dave behind his back? Dave and I.
Greg has already told me today he's going to mention it on the show. So people, you have to understand. Greg and I don't talk behind people's backs. We bring it up to their face because we like to watch them squirm and back out of it. And even if you bring it up in a joking round way, you can go, wait a minute, Dave, I've got a bone to pick with you. You told me no one watches fucking TV, but all I heard for 3 days was, what Shark Tank? What Shark Tank? Fucking pet peanut butter. I'm here talking about fucking Arnold, and you're talking about fucking pet peanut butter.
Right, peanut butter for a dog.
You don't have to. Greg's not going to be rude about it and attack Dave. He's just going to mention it, and then Dave will get the hint that, oh fuck, I did too. I shot Greg down saying no one watches TV, but I fucking gave fucking Jay a ring job about the pet peanut butter.
Hey, listen. Hold on a second. Dave knows that I fucking, that I did the video. I tagged him on it. I sent him the video. He knows we talked about it. We just talked about it about an hour ago, a text message. Yeah. And, he's like, it's we'll talk about tomorrow. We're going to do this. It's going to be really good and all this shit. The fans, I didn't say, the fans are going to love it. But the thing you guys don't know is this is giving Dave time to think up an excuse. You understand? Like, oh, well, it wasn't that. You know what I mean? Jay, he's going to say, well, Jay's a legend in bodybuilding and he was on a mainstream TV.
What you should do is, I don't know what time you do it, but you should, when he sends you the link, you secretly send me the link, because Sid gets it. Dave won't know. Sid will put me in the. Yeah. So Sid will add. Yeah, and Sid will add me to the show, and I'm going to come on and say, I got great news. I'm going on Shark Tank. I got this new fucking Vegemite. I'm going to be on TV. I want everyone to watch TV. I'm going to be on Shark Tank with my Vegemite. Oh, it looks like you're full of, looks like that purple in the window. That purple. I just saw that purple. I just saw that purple in the window. You're going to Anytime Fitness. I just saw the purple in the window.
Oh, yeah, look.
Yeah,
there it is.
Yeah, so who's that cunt going in there? Who's that?
Hey.
Who's that?
That's my girlfriend walking in.
Yeah, I'm saying, who's that cunt going in? That's your girlfriend.
She probably she has to use the bathroom, I think.
She's going to hop on the only machine you want to use.
I wash down every machine first. First thing I do when I go into gyms, well, nobody's there. I spray, nobody's in the parking lot. Well, there is one car there. But I spray all the fucking machines, Because these people, they sit there and they spit. I have guys coughing and shit and touching and shit. I'm like, oh, hell no. You're sweating and everything. So I clean all the machines. And then the motherfucker goes on the machine. I'm like, oh, fuck. I put the weights on I'm going to use so I can just go from machine to machine to machine, And then every once in a while, a guy will come in and he goes uses the same fucking machines I got to use. And then he doesn't clean it. And I got to tell him, dude, I just clean that machine. Can you spray it when you're done? You know what I mean? And put those weights back. No,
but then I look at you like you're the asshole.
Oh, I hate that. I can't stand it,
Well,
I am the asshole.
Well, I'll let you go. I'm drinking grape bubblegum vodka. I don't get sponsored by Health Drinks or Celsius Drinks like Jay Cutler and them, so I'm becoming a fucking alcoholic, and I'm gonna drink vodka, grape bubblegum flavor.
Oh shit, that's funny. I never even saw that. Do they sell that shit over here in this country?
It's only 3.5% alcohol, so it could take you a while to get drunk.
That one can would get Jimmy and Bull feeling happy.
Yeah. Well, I'll let you go have a good workout, and
all right.
I'll see you tomorrow. I'll see you tomorrow. Go get your swole on, chest and legs. Boom.
Yes, baby. Look at that.
Look at that gym. It's calling you. I can hear the gym calling you. Well, that could be the faggot. That could be the faggot in the change room. I
The
don't
only
know.
thing I do is I go to the bathroom.
That's the best thing to do.
That's the first thing I got to do is go to the bathroom. You know,
Yeah,
I'll fucking douche my ass out so I don't have to go. You know, because when I push really hard on that legs, I don't want to have to crap my pants.
No, nothing worse when you got to stop halfway through a workout to take a shit and you're sweating on the toilet.
I hate that.
Oh.
All right, I'm coming.
Oh, she's going off again. I always say we know who wears the pants in the family there. She's fucking yelling at you. But there we go. Nice chat to Greg there. Sorry about that, people. Do you have Streamlabs? I'm not even sure what Streamlabs is. I'm sorry. I do have the little dollar notification there near the chat thing for super chats or whatever that does, but I'm not sure what Streamlabs is. You're talking to someone who's pretty computer illiterate. Like even this fucking camera here, like it goes up and down, and I'm not even sure. Maybe, Jesus, I moved that, didn't I? I'm not even sure I can even get rid of the fisheye lens on it, because it makes me look weird, doesn't it? I look all skinny, even though I have got skinnier, but I'm not really that skinny, because if you get the right angle, oh look. But if you sit this way, it makes you look skinny because it's like a fisheye. I am not skinny, oh fucking hell. Oh, CK. Not sure, but nothing but respect to the both of you. However, thank you. If Dave is clearly not appreciating what you're worth, I know we should think about it. At least, hey, Frankie, I do have some BPC 157 in the fridge. I mixed it about 3-4 months ago and haven't used it because I've just been deciding. But I have heard lots of good things from it. So, Frankie, have you tried it? Has anybody else tried it? So I went and had PRP in my tendon last week. You know, where they take your blood and they spin your blood and they get all the crap from it and they inject it into the torn tendon and that. I had that last week, but I do have a bottle of BCP 157. So has anyone ever had an Australian bodybuilder try to gather your composure? What composure? I've never had composure. Fuck composure. Oh, ads will run shortly for some viewers. Oh my god, that's like the third lot of ads that's run. Good. Another 20 cents. Whatever it is. Who knows? Who knows? So Frankie, I'm not, hold on. Get some nagging tennis elbows, so looking to try it. And that's another thing too. Oh, ad just got inserted. Some people say, like, if this is where my tendon's torn, some say put it just under the skin, not like into it, but just under the skin in that area. But then some other people say you could just like grab it and put it here and it will still go there, but they say maybe put it closer to where it is. What's your thoughts on the David Gregg controversy? About the TV? Well, I think he should have gave Gregg a bit more credit for being on the Arnold documentary, not just saying nobody watches TV anymore, Gregg, and blew it off like no one's watching TV. But then when Jay Cutler goes on Shark Tank, he talked about it for like a couple of days. There was one little video he did on it, then another one, and then he spoke about with Chris Aceto about it. Poor Gregg being on a good documentary talking about Arnold. Nobody watches TV, Gregg. Nobody cares. So, you know, Gregg will have fun with it on the show tomorrow, talking about it. I'll get Gregg to send me the link. There, I'm flexing. Oh, I think I got a cramp. Look at that forearm. Look at that fucking forearm muscle there still. I've still got the muscles in the hand too, look. It's hard probably to see. Look at that. That's the muscle. I've got them in both hands, look. My hand is like a hammer. It looks like a paw or some sort, doesn't it? Which I don't know why people get growth hormone hands. I've fucking used growth hormone twice my whole life. 94 and 96. 2 I used one time, 4 I used the other time. I just got very broad hands, which is weird because I shake people's hands and even big guys go, oh fuck, you've got a big hand when I shake their hand because I guess it's wide across there and muscular. Like a hammer, Thor's hammer. Boom, boom. Look at that. That makes a good photo. Click. You're the man. No, I'm not. I'm just an idiot, people. Trust me. Oranges. I've been to Orange, New South Wales. Yeah, I'm not sure, Frank. I'll have to look in, but I think some say put it closer to it. Everything will be okay in the end. If not the end. That's right. Or maybe the hokey pokey is what it's really all about. Australian bodybuilder. Hello, you're one of my favourite. Thank you. I appreciate all this, but you have to understand, I'm just like you people, okay? Yes, whoopie fucking do. I was a pro. I got in the magazines and being in the magazines competing. That's how you got to know me. Or maybe you got to know me just by being a dickhead on the internet. But trust me, I can't stand people with egos. I'm just like you. Like whoever was on here that's a plumber. I'm no different to him. I was good at bodybuilding. He's probably a great plumber. Everyone is fucking equal. I don't care what your status is or how much fucking money you have. We're all fucking equal, okay? Apart from Joe Biden. He's a fucking dickhead. But everybody else, I can't stand when movie stars or someone with lots of money, you know who I am? No, you're a dickhead. Doesn't matter. We're fucking all just the same, so everyone should be treated equally. And I do make a point to notice too, when I do have rich friends or people who are sort of famous, I always take note how they treat lesser, I wouldn't say lesser, but like people who aren't known or people who are maybe known but they don't act like it, or how they treat, like in a restaurant, how they treat the staff if they talk down to them. That tells me a lot about people, the way in their minds they treat people who are at a different level, because they're not at a different level. We're all on the fucking same level, and that's true. We all have different gifts and we're all good at something. I was good at bodybuilding. You're probably good at plumbing, being a doctor, being an electrician. Maybe you're good at fucking having a wank. I don't fucking know, but we're all good at something. So the next episode, it's out now. I think it just aired today. I'll tell you, peeps. I just saw myself online. I could watch myself. Yes, it's there now. It went up 5 hours ago. There it is. There's Jimmy.
Hello, good evening.
Good evening.
This is Father Bull.
Father Bull. And what's the things? Love the show. Keep it up. Hey Lee, you should bring up the Wi-Fi show because it was not for you bringing up a couple of months ago. You were the one on RX shows. I would have probably never. Oh, they're thanking me for the Wi-Fi show. That's good. Well, Greg, forgive Dave. So I read your comments too. So I want you to know that when you do comment, I do go through and I will hit the little love heart like button. If it's something that I need to reply to, I will. So I do thank you all for commenting and writing because I do go through it and read them all. Love the show. Thanks, guys. I can't say you're welcome to all of them. So generally, I just hit the like one. I subscribe to the Wi-Fi. Cool channel. You're welcome. All right, Lee and Jimmy. But Jay was on Shark Tank for pet butter. Oh, who cares? Tyler should be a hairless cat. The boys are back. See, I like to read the comments, even the hater ones. I love them too because they're like, "Oh, you dickheads again." I'm like, "You're watching again." So, like the intro. Good evening, fathers. Jimmy's. So yes, read them all. Lee needs to shave his head, make the cone head. I shaved my head once, but now as I get older, I know people who shave their head, and I'm actually scared that if I shave my head, if I shave my head that it might not grow back, because I have heard people who have done that and for some reason it doesn't grow back again. So if it doesn't grow back, that'll be a fuck up. So I go sort of like a number one here generally and stuff, but sometimes I think I should let it grow, but sometimes in the summer I'm just holding replying to an idiot. Yeah, so I just leave it. Sometimes I wonder what sort of hair I think I should have. It's actually good. I'm surprised the blue stayed in, because your phone gets your face gets a lot of sun, so maybe I'll get the blue touched up again and then get the same blue, because the blue in the crosshairs faded a lot, and then I had the blue in that phoenix on my hand there, so maybe I need to get Laurie touched up. Yeah, I know keep the fade, but then sometimes I'm thinking, Lee, you're going to be 52. Maybe you need to have a 52-year-old man haircut, whatever that is. I don't know. Maybe I just... Yeah, don't worry about it. If it doesn't grow back out here. Those hair transplants look a bit funny, don't they? Look, when I sit like this, it looks like I got a big belly. But I don't, I got abs. I can look. There's abs under there. Ab there, ab there. They're getting the eyelid. No, not really. But just, I had to stop because there's like nerves that go all here and here. And every time they go in there, it hits the nerve and you're like, hold on, I'm going to sneeze. And then they have to stop and then, I'm going to sneeze. So it's like, I know, it's like, But I guess sometimes I look back when I was 20 and younger and didn't have face tattoos like the one with Arnold here, and people say, oh, Lee, you look so handsome. I'm like, well, fuck, what happened? I guess you can't be pretty or handsome forever. Well, people, that's been an hour. I want to thank you for coming on and listening to Gregg and I have a chat. Make sure you watch, what is it, After Hours tomorrow with Gregg and Dave and John and Armin and Amon and Larry, and see Gregg call out Dave about the TV show. Yeah, that's what I reckon. It's a new 37. Because I remember when I was 19, I had a friend that was 45 or 40 odd, and I thought that was fucking so old. I'm like, oh my god, you old bastard, 40 odd. And now I'm almost 52. I'm like, fucking, it's not old at all, you bastards. Not old at all. No, well, thank you. I'm trying to look good. Which Wi-Files are you on? I'm not on any Wi-Files, but that YouTube channel. That YouTube channel, the Wi-Files. I'll show you here if it shows up. Hold on, people, bear with me. It's great because they really go into shit and they talk about stuff. It's this one here. Camera's fucking useless at zooming in. That's the WF. Let's see if I can fucking... Yeah, that might be a bit better. The camera's so good at picking it up. Wi-Files. It's all about conspiracies and monsters, and it's really good because you'll go into stuff. Fucking Netflix ad, what's coming on? There's a new one coming out called Argyle. Oh, here's a tip too. If anyone wants to watch movies, there's a good movie website. That's Flix, Flix, HD.cc. And if you go to this movie website, this one, Flix, Flix, HD.cc, You can watch all your latest movies like Aquaman and Flower Moon. There's a new one, Ferrari, Oppenheimer, Barbie. There's like a lot of new movies on there. So it's a good movie website. Thank you all for joining in. Like I said, I'm going to try to do these every day. So I'm going to do them every day, etc. And I'll be back tomorrow. So for now, thank you all. I'm going to go have some dinner. I've cooked a nice, well, I cooked it. I don't know if it's nice. Sweet and sour chicken. So tomorrow, if I'm back and I haven't got food poisoning, I'll let you know it's nice. Okay? So until then, I'll go and enjoy my grape bubblegum. Fasting. I don't like fasting. I'll go to the gym in the morning on an empty stomach and that, but I probably do intermittent fasting, not by choice, just because if I'm doing something, if I start like doing something in the backyard or I start doing stuff, my wife or friend will be like, Lee, you should stop and eat. I'm like, I'm not going to fucking stop till I'm done. So sometimes I will go 6-7 hours without a meal, and then I'll have a snack and stuff. So, hey, just do what works for you. Find out what works for you. But thank you all. We'll tune in tomorrow and see what more see what more garbage I can talk about. Talk to you all later. Bye.